It's been 2 years since Israel began its genocide in Gaza. 2 years of relentless bombardment, displacement and death. And here in London, hundreds of thousands have gathered to say they will not stop protesting until Palestine is free, despite the latest ceasefire deal. Now the UK is facing increasing crackdown on protests, but that does not appear to be deterring people from showing up.
I'm protesting today because I think it's really important that we still stand up for the Palestinian rights, especially since ceasefire is not the end of the story. They've called this, but under conditions. Why should a genocide be ended conditionally for people who have been going through it? I really don't understand. I just think it's completely unjust.
I'm actually Jewish myself. I've got family in Israel, and I remember going on my first protest. I went in protest in the past, but for this conflict, the first protest that I went on was very emotional for me, coming from this conflicted place of being Jewish, witnessing what's being done apparently in my name by my people. And then I remember just chanting, "Stop killing children." And it almost made me cry, because the thought of my relatives and my people doing this barbarism disgusts me.
When you look at this ceasefire, are you optimistic about it bringing about any real change?
If Tony Blair's involved, if Donald Trump's involved, if it's orchestrated by Netanyahu and the Palestinians don't have a voice in it, then no, I'm very pessimistic about the deal.
They put Tony Blair on the panel of peace or whatever with Trump. Like, you speak to people in Britain, it's like, oh, Tony Blair, yeah, he knows the Middle East. It's like, yeah, he invaded Iraq. That's why he knows the Middle East. So I'm not optimistic.
I'll be honest, I'm feeling highly suspicious. Trump's not a name that I associate with peace or equality or justice.
I don't think that anything that Trump has to do with anything in the Middle East, or Tony Blair for that matter, will bring any sort of peace to anyone in those countries. I'm not hopeful for what he has in store, to be honest.
Okay, and as someone who protests, do you feel like your right to protest is under threat in this country?
Absolutely I do. What is going on? I saw on the news the other day, I've forgotten her name, saying just because you have a freedom doesn't mean you need to use it at every point in every day.
Okay, you Home Secretary?
Yeah, so what kind of freedom is that if you can't use that right? That's completely not how it should be.
Yeah, I think what they've done with Palestine Action is terrible. It's draconian, it's completely invalid, and it should be illegal. And I think we're seeing those powers being abused in many different ways now, and it's scary. We're moving into a totalitarian sort of state.
And my last question is, obviously we've all been watching this genocide unfold on our phones over the last 2 years. Is there anything at this stage that gives you any hope?
The resilience of the people in Palestine is the hope that I have. The fact that every single day they are still fighting and using their voices, even when they have been told so many times that they absolutely should not be doing that, and still resisting the apartheid of Israel, it really gives me hope.
In a weird way, it's brought hope because so many people are coming together on this issue. It's like some of these things that we didn't think we'd get a chance to change. It seems like there's enough energy behind this that we could actually make a difference.